So this has to be plugged in to get started.
I don't know what he. There you go.
Can I hear any? Oh, there. I can hear myself.
Hearing yourself.
Yeah. What time are we? All the. This is all good? Okay.
This is your master volume.
Okay.
So if you need to cough or whatever,
Sure.
kill it, right?
Okay.
Well, I mean, you don't have to, but
Yeah.
you can cover up your mic too.
And when do we go? When does it start?
Right at the stream starts right at 6 o'clock.
Okay. Thank you.
there. We got something there.
Yeah, it's just the wild night now.
Yeah.
Something.
AC. So variance A, C, 6, 9.
We might start talking soon, maybe.
A, C.
Yeah.
Yep. S, G. 15. Right back up. Okay. Going back on you.
I hear ACDC. They gotta wait 4 minutes.
Yeah, so it wasn't like that a second ago.
Where's audio?
Well, yeah, it's the wild just the internal mic.
But not them talking.
Well, you should be able to hear them if they do come in. Because you heard me talking earlier. Right? Yeah. So maybe turn something off or something.
That's what I'm wondering if you turn something off. Yeah, it looks like you're gonna wait.
It's fine now. If they're gonna wait, I'll go talk to them.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Kamloops versus Chilliwack. My name is Mike Feistuber. I will be doing the play-by-play and calling the game for you tonight. It's a warm evening in Kamloops, about 12 degrees. Right now the Broncos are fighting for their playoff lives. If they can get a win here, they'll keep their playoff hopes alive, while the Valley Huskers, sitting at 3-3, are playing for playoff position. Kamloops is coming off a tough loss last week to the Okanagan Sun, 87-0. I had a quick chat with head coach Braden Vankenet, and he let me know that he had about 7 starters away Thanksgiving weekend. He also wanted me to let y'all know that he is not making excuses. He feels like the team is focused. They're ready to come back. They're playing a little bit angry, but they're also focused on trying to get back into the playoffs. It's been a couple years since they've reached that position. Valley, after talking with head coach Bob Reist, young team, they benefited from a ineligible player to push them to 3-3, and they're looking to secure some home field advantage for the first round of the playoffs, which will be tough the way Langley and Okanagan's playing right now. But we're going to give it a go. We're about a minute away from kickoff. Couple things that I could add in here is Evan Guizzo, number 21 from Kamloops, has returned from University of Ottawa. And the Huskers are playing without a kicker. So kicking for them will be Reese White, a receiver, number 1. And back to the receive the kick is Guizo and Cindy Quababo, who is the league leader right now in kickoff return yardage. The Valley Huskers won the toss. They deferred to the second half. And so Kamloops will receive the kick. We're about to get underway. Thanks for joining us. And this should be a hard-hitting game. Reese lines up and kicks off. It comes down at about the 20-yard line, and Guizo picks it up right by the sideline, cuts back to the middle, gets a block. Pretty nice return. He's able to get it up to around the 28-yard line, and that's where the Broncos will start their first possession. Starting for the Broncos at quarterback is number 12, Aiden Cummings, who coincidentally is also their leading receiver. So he won't be throwing the ball to himself, but he does have a talented group of receivers, including Guizo, including Chris Findon, and he'll be looking to take advantage of the Valley Huskers secondary. But they've been playing well. Bob Reese has told me that the one to look out for is Chris Mushenza, number 5, who's playing strong safety. Broncos line up in a shotgun set, tight end to the right, 2 receivers out wide to the field side. And they're going to start with a jet sweep to Guizo. Nice blocking by the receivers, and he's able to pick up about 6 yards. Crosses the 35-yard line. Good down blocking by the receivers. Number 17 came in motion, was able to seal the outside backer, and gave Guizo a little bit of running room up the short side of the field. Broncos line up in the same formation, 2nd and 2. Here's a snap. They go read option. Aiden's trying to reach the outside. It looks like he's going to have enough to get the first down. Gain of about 2. Looks like he had a chance there. 2 handed off to Cam Gregorczyk, who right now is 6th in the league in rushing. And if you take a look at the league stats, unfortunately both the quarterbacks for both teams are at the bottom right now. They have the 6th leading rusher on Kamloops. Valley Huskers have the 5th leading rusher in the league. So expect to see a lot of ground game here. Both coaches have talked about taking advantage of one-on-one coverage due to the size of their receivers. So hopefully we'll get some big chunk plays as well. Aiden takes the snap, goes zone option. And a gain of about 1, possibly by Gregorczyk. Who is a rookie coming out of Winnipeg. Last year he rushed for about 1,700 yards in 7 games in the Winnipeg High School Football League. One of the top recruits for Coach Vankenet, who has Winnipeg roots. There's a couple guys here who've come from Winnipeg and have really played well for the Broncos so far this year. All right, we're looking at 2nd and long. You got Findon down here. And we're going quick screen. The ball just 1 hops out to Evan Guizo. Try to quick screen just to get some yardage, but the punting unit will come on. Ethan Porter's back deep for the Chilliwack Huskers, or Valley Huskers, my apologies. And I spent a little time in university playing with Coach Bob Reese. Excellent special team player himself. Excellent strong safety. I know he takes pride in his team special teams. We'll see if they put some pressure on because they are on the Broncos side of the field, or if they set up for a return. Looks like they're going to set up for a return here. And we'll see what Ethan, see what kind of field position he can get the Valley Huskers. Oh, 1 hop snap. Punter's in trouble. He gets to the outside. Looks like he's got a little bit of a lane, and he is going to come up about 6 yards short of the first down. Unfortunate snap, but Valley is going to take possession at about the 43-yard line of the Broncos, in good field position to start. Like I said, there's no kicker there, so we'll see if the Broncos D is able to hold them. We also might see Valley go for it a little bit more often on 3rd and short, especially in this position because they are without their kicker. A couple names to watch on the Broncos defense is Abe Fimbo. He was the Rookie of the Year last year, playing middle linebacker number 88. And we're going to go with a zone read to 21, who is Brandon O'Connor. He's the main man for the Valley Huskers run game. He's 5th right now in the league in rushing. And they have a very big O-line, a lot of homegrown kids. And they're hoping to take advantage of a smaller Broncos, but the Broncos D-line, they may be small, but they're quite aggressive the way they attack the gaps. Lined up in a 3-4. And we got 2nd and about 7. Heads back, he's looking for the deep corner. He's got him just overthrown a little bit to number 81, Mateo Tiotti. Not a bad ball from the quarterback, the Valley Huskers quarterback is, I'm just trying to check, sorry about this, Josh Jansen, number 13, rookie quarterback. As you can see here, they are going to go for it on the Broncos side of the ball. Like I said, no kicker, so we can expect a more aggressive offensive threat. They're lining up quad receivers to the field side. The Broncos look like they're in zone coverage here. Jansen steps back. He's got a man going on the post over the middle, and it goes through his hands and dropped it. Safety, it looks like Paul Owolabi was able to get a hand in there. He probably took the receiver's eyes off the ball. That was number 8, Dylan Manocha. And he was unable to come in with the ball. He's ranked 5th right now in receiving, so that's an oddity for him not to pull that one in. But the Broncos catch a break. Nice ball by the QB. Receiver just didn't squeeze it. And now they'll start the ball at the 45-yard line. Broncos lining up with 3 receivers out to the short side. Guizzo motions over. Cummings takes the snap. He's got the jet sweep motion. They fake the jet sweep. Aiden is, like I said, he's the leading receiver on the Broncos, so he's got the athletic ability to get the corner. He fakes the jet sweep to Cindy Kawabo and sucked the defensive end in a little bit, who was looking to trail that and was able to turn the corner and get 5 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line. In this situation, the Broncos are going to have to keep an eye out for Tyson Spence, one of the D linemen, and number 7, James Moore, who's leading the league in sacks right now. You got 3 receivers field side. Cindy Kawabo was able to get over the middle, fumbled snap, hands it off to Gregor Chuck, and he's going to lose about 3 yards, and the Broncos will send the punting unit back out. Little shaky start. It's Aiden Cummings' first game starting at quarterback. He played a little bit last week. Obviously not the best success. As I mentioned earlier, that was an 87-0 loss to the Okanagan Sun. But he's back home now. He had a good week of practice, according to Coach Vanke. And looks like he's got a little bit of the jitters to start, but hopefully he'll settle down here. We've got a new returner for Valley. It looks like Reese Wyke. Better snap this time. Broncos punter is able to get it off up the right side, a little bit short. Gets a friendly bounce. That'll be a no yards penalty, but the ball hit the ground, so it's only a 5-yard penalty. It's not. It's actually a pretty good play. Once that ball hit the ground, may as well go in there. It's only 5 yards. Tackle him. You don't. If you're sitting around waiting, you get a chance for the blockers to set up, and that's where a crease or two come open, and looking at a dangerous return. So Jansen brings the offense back on the field, and they're going to be starting from their 40-yard line. Broncos with a good defensive set last. They were able to get a 3-and-out as well as a turnover on downs. And Valley's lined up with 4 receivers down to the right here. Middle linebacker comes on the blitz. Good flow by the linebackers by the Broncos. But that is a tough run by O'Connor. He's able to get positive yardage out of it. Looks like 2 or 3. But they really rallied to the ball there. That was a good aggressive defense. That's what Kamloops is going to have to do. They're going to hope to get through this big offensive line of Valley. Linebackers did a great job flowing to the ball and limit them to about a 3 to 4 yard gain. So we got 2nd and 6. Jansen will probably line up in the shotgun again. And looks like the Broncos are lined up in man defense here. And it is going to be a handoff to O'Connor again. He's able to get the outside, and the cornerback is unable to make the stop. He gets about 8 yards, and it'll be a new set of downs for the Valley Huskers. Valiant effort by the corner there, who was able to shed his block and come in, but Connor's he's a big man out there, and he went low and wasn't able to take him down. So a new set of downs. Valley's going to try and keep this drive going. They'd like to score first, especially since they're going into the wind while the Broncos have the wind right now. So I lined up in an ace backfield. Got the backer blitz coming again. And great job by number 99, who's being held, but able to string him out. And number 50, Costa Zanis, drops him for about a 3 or 4 yard loss. But that was a really good play by Carter Innes, the left defensive end, who was able to shed his blocks. Looks like he's going to get the holding call as well. They're going to decline the penalty, which is a pretty smart play here. They already lost about 5 yards. Brings up 2nd and 15 rather than 1st and 20. So they're lined up in ace formation again. Looks like this is going to be their primary option. 3 receivers up. 2nd and 13, you can expect a little bit of zone action here by the Broncos. They're going to send one of the outside backers, number 5, looking for the crossing route. Jansen steps up in the pocket. He's got number 8 open. Nice tackle by number 23. Or 22. 28. Xavier Tedford, South Kamloops kid. Nice tackle. But got a good chunk of yardage there to set up 3rd and short. I'm not too sure how good of a runner Jansen is, but if he's got some legs, you can expect probably a zone read to Connor where he can pull the ball if the defensive end sucks in or keep it himself. So we got 3rd and 3. Broncos a little bit tighter to the line this time. Looks like we got man coverage down low. Oh, Jansen looks to throw quick, but there is heat coming up the middle. He's rolling out to the right side. It's going to be close to the 1st down. He stretches, and I think he got it. That spot is going to be right on the line. They're going to have to pull the chains out. But looking at where it's spotted here, I think it's going to be a 1st down. Jansen did a good job outrunning number 88, Abe Fimbo, who was able to get in quite clean. But Jansen was able to run out, and he did stretch. I think he might have got the 1st down. Yeah, they're moving the chains, and Valley's going to keep this drive going. They're at the 48-yard line. We've got 6 minutes left in the 1st quarter. And they put 2 1st downs together here, so a decent drive early in the game. Looks like they're going back to Connor again, who's got a little bit of a lane. Good tackle by number 5, Avery Dunster. But he's able to get about 5 yards. That's pretty much what Valley will. They'll settle with 5 yards a pop because they're going for it on 3rd down every time with no kicker, no punter. There's no real chance of a field goal here tonight. So 3rd down. Chunks 3, 4, 5 yards, set up 2nd and medium to 3rd and short. Looks like a winning formula. We've got a new running back in there, number 3, Ibi Oko Chomsang, who gets the handoff and was able to go right up the middle. Nice tackle by number 50 of the Broncos, Kostazanis again. And he's got about 2 yards, so Valley's going to be looking at 3rd and 3 here. Coach Atkinson down at the bottom there relays the call in to Jansen. Young quarterback, rookie. Coach Atkinson had a lot of good things to say about him pregame. Predicts he's got a really bright future in this league and maybe even the next level. He got quads up to the left. Another hand up to Choco Sang, and he's able to he stopped right at the line of scrimmage, or right at the first down line. This is going to bring out the chains again. It's going to be close. Judging by the spot, the spot looks like it's going to be short. Broncos are celebrating. They're going to bring out the chains. Nice tackle again by Kostazanis. He's having a pretty good game. Okoko Chomsang had a really good week of practice. That's why he's in the game this early, even with Connor, the 5th leading rusher in the league, who's had a couple good runs, consistent 6-7 yard runs on first down. But number 33 was unable to get the first down. So the Broncos are going to start at the 38-yard line. Right now we're playing in between the 40s. No one's been able to break free. The Broncos have made a couple errors on second down that have cost them. This time they're handing off again to Gregorchik, and I hope I'm saying that right, Grzorchik. And he gets about 4 yards, 2nd and 6. So we'll see how open the playbook is for Coach Vanke with Aiden Cummings in his first start. He mentioned they were going to try and hit the screen game. They got a couple big wideouts that they can also take advantage of. Number 17 here for the Broncos. Colton Michael is actually only 16 years old in grade 11 at Westside. The give to the running back, who's able to slip outside, get the first down, breaks another tackle, cuts back to the middle, and he is up to the 54-yard line. First down for the Broncos. Great tough run. He was able to shed an arm tackle as he came off the left side. And now the Broncos are threatening to enter into Valley Husker territory. So yeah, Colton Michael, number 17. He is 16 years old, from Westside. The kid's got a pretty bright future with him, and he's lined up one-on-one versus number 4, Avery Dunster. We'll see if they take a shot here. Jet sweep to number 11, Ethan Schnerich, and he's able to cut up off the right tackle for about 3 yards, 4 yards maybe, and they're able to get into Valley Husker territory. This has been one of the Achilles heels of the Broncos this year. They're averaging about 9 points a game, so there haven't been too many sustained drives. So every first down will provide them with more confidence, especially with the first-time starting QB in there. They've kept it to the ground. They haven't opened up the playbook. They haven't been able to throw. This Chris Finden down here is a former track star from the island. Big kid, about 6'4". He's got a lot of talent. They're going play action. Cummins is looking, dropping back, able to release it over the middle and got about a yard, I'd say. That one you can chalk up to maybe a little bit of nervousness. First time, as I said before, I'll stop saying it, I promise. First time starter there, but, an athlete. He's a leading receiver on the Broncos. He's trying to make a play. Can't fault him for that. Was able to get the ball off. Didn't look like the scramble routes were in place for the Kamloops Broncos receivers. And unfortunately, the Broncos will have to punt again. But they should be able to pin the Valley Huskers deep. And I think we got Reese White back there, or is it Dag Mora? And Pelzer will be doing the kicking for the Broncos. Good snap last time. Not a bad snap. Valley was coming. Knee was down. So it looks like they're going to spot it at the 43-yard line. So the block was coming, didn't have a chance to get a good kickoff. The snap was low as he grabbed it, put a knee down. It's a little bit different from the NFL or CFL rules because once your knee's down, touched or untouched, you're down. So bad break there for the Broncos, who looked like they could have switched the field position game with Valley. They're lined up again in the 3-4. Ace again, O'Connor back in the backfield. Motion across, handoff again to Connor. And O'Connor is tackled after a gain of about 5. So it looks like they've had a little bit of success on the right side. The left side has been a little bit more successful. But they're running to the short side of the field here, trying to pick on the Will linebacker, number 5, Avery Dunster, who's made a couple nice plays. And they're lined up in that ace again. Looks like the Broncos are offside. A little too aggressive by the D line of the Broncos, the left end. Looks like Tristan Harden, number 92. Oh, and they're going to get Valley for a false start. So nice work. 5 yards back. We're looking at, it's going to be 2nd and 7. 2nd and 8. And the Broncos have done a good job so far in 2nd down against the Valley Huskers. Last couple times, Coach Vanke has sent a linebacker. He's got Maxim Bosch and Abe Fimbo out there, as well as Dunster. So let's see if he sends another one, or if he lines up in a zone and lets Jansen try and pick him apart. Jansen drops back. He's looking to the right side. Nice pass, and he gets that off to number 81, Mateo Tiotti. Nice pass, nice catch. He was able to get him one-on-one against the safety, who was a little deep, lined up there. Rolled out to his left and was able to find him on the out. So nice pass, nice catch. And that's going to bring the first quarter to an end, 0-0. So not a lot of offense. A couple miscues by both sides. Broncos in the special teams. And a couple miscues on offense for Valley. But based on what we saw throughout the year, we figured we'd be in for a tight game. I mean, look at the Broncos, who are winless in 5 games, and there's a big point differential, but that is skewed by their last 2 games against the Okanagan Sun. They're a young team. I've spent a little time with them in training camp. They're very excited. Coach Vanke runs a really clean, tight ship, and the kids have a lot of respect for him, so I can see this team having a very promising future. Jansen sets up, drops back, hands off to O'Connor again, who goes off the left side. Nice play by number 50. My, Costas Zanis has been all over the field so far. It's probably his 3rd or 4th tackle. He's running downhill, scraping by the O-line who are coming out. He's a little bit too quick for them. He looks a little undersized, but man, he plays tough. So he's lined up this time at right defensive end. Got 2nd and 10. Jansen in the shotgun again, drops back. No fake. He's looking to the deep corner. He's got Mateo. Nice play. Interception by the Broncos. Michael Kalumi. This is what Coach Atkinson was talking about with him. He threw the ball up, but he just did not put it in the right position. He was looking at a man route. It was not man. Kalumi was playing the wide side corner, dropped back, stayed in the deep flats, I would say, and once the ball left his hands, he turned and was able to track it down before Tuioti was able to get there. So great play, nice read. A little too much air under the ball by Jansen, but that's something he'll learn. Like I said, rookie. Coach Atkinson's got nothing but praise for the kids, so he'll learn from that one. Broncos are going to line up in the shotgun again. Aiden Cummins steps back, looking for the quick out, in and out of the hands, and that's picked off by the Huskers. Great interception by number 4, Jordan Chizita. And so now Valley's got the ball back. So 2 plays, 2 interceptions. The ball just went through the hands of the Broncos receiver. It was a pretty good throw by Aiden Cummings, and that's not the best for this young quarterback's confidence, especially stepping in. And he had the route that he wanted. He had the quick out, man coverage, good 6-7 yard gain on first down, but unfortunately it went through his hands and the DB was able to capitalize. So nice play by the Valley Huskers defense to get the ball back. They're set up at about the 24-yard line. They have the wind at their back. This is actually really good for Jansen. He doesn't have time to sit on the sideline and think about last mistake too much. We got Okoko Chomsang in at running back, lined up behind Jansen. Got motion to the right. Oh, nice little slip by Okoko Chomsang, and he's able to gain about 7 yards. Good pressure by the Broncos, but they were shooting gaps, and Ochoko was able to make one move, and he was able to pick up about 7 yards. So shooting gaps is all well and good. It's aggressive, but if the running back's able to make one quick move, there's a big chunky yardage that's sitting there for him. Linebackers are left with a couple of linemen to try and get around. Lined up in the ace backfield again. Teote comes in. Broncos crash down. Looks like they might have stopped them. Yeah, it's going to bring up third down. Another big play, this time by Abe Fimbo. Excellent defensive play, and the Broncos defense has been pretty consistent here. And now we're going to see a kicker. So we got Reese Wyke, who's going to come on, and he's going to attempt about a 24-yard field goal. Got the backup quarterback in there. Let's take a look at his knee, make sure his knee's down, or else we're looking at a fake. But knee is down, and we'll see how the wide receiver does as a kicker. He puts it up, and it is wide left. But it goes through the back of the end zone, and that's going to be 1-0 for the Huskers, first team to get on the board. So 12 minutes left, 1-0 Valley Huskers. That can be considered a win for the Broncos. The great defensive play to pick off Jansen. Another great defensive play by Chizda to get the ball back for Valley on about the 24-yard line, and Valley comes away with 1 point. So it looks like points are going to be at a premium here tonight. And Cummings is now going to line up under center. Quick handoff again to Gregorchuk, who's able to split through the middle. And this guy runs hard, and he's able to pick up 6 yards, put him in 2nd and 4. Smart move by the OC, putting him under center after the last interception, give him a little bit of confidence. This way the ball is in his hands. He's able to feel it. He's able to turn his back, get it to the running back right away. Doesn't have to look too much, and sets up 2nd and 3. So this time we're going with the Broncos have put in a fullback. We'll see how the lead blocker does. This time they just go fullback dive, and oh, tough running. Just looking for that is Michael Lefebvre, number 42. Nice run, another first down for the Broncos, who are actually winning the first down battle here early in the game, but unfortunately have been pinned with some poor field position. So Broncos are slowing it down, grinding it out. They got a tight end in. On the right side, fullback in again. This time they're going power, but oh no, fumble. Fumble. The ball's still loose, and it looks like Valley has jumped on it. So a fumble by Gregorchuk just when Kamloops was starting to get a little bit of momentum. And it looks like it was initially scooped up by number 7, James Moore. But he fumbled it as well, so I'm not too sure who came away with it. But it is Valley Husker ball on the 37-yard line of the Kamloops Broncos. So the defense is put in a tough position again. But they've stepped up to the challenge. They're playing tough. They're shooting gaps. They're going hard. And they're making it tough on Valley to get some yardage. Haven't seen too much in the air from either team. O'Connor in the backfield behind Jansen. Got 3 receivers out to the right. Jansen's going to drop back. Quick hitter over the middle to Tuioti. And that's going to be a gain of about 8. So 6-yard hitch by the inside receiver in a zone. Sat down in front of the linebacker. Was able to get it and turn back up the middle. And good chunky yardage. We've got about a 9-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 1 for Valley. 9 and 3/4 minutes left in the second quarter here. Valley's hoping to capitalize on the wind. They deferred. They will get the ball back, but they're looking to put one in the end zone here. High snap, brought down by Jansen, handed off to O'Connor. Makes a couple moves in the hole and is able to gain about 6 yards, so it's going to be first down Valley. Nice tough running by O'Connor. And the O-line's able to move the D-line and get to the second level, where the backers are waiting, but they gotta try and get off that block, but it's tough when the O-line's able to have that much momentum coming downhill. So Jansen's got the play call in from the sideline, huddles them up, they break, and this time they too have 2 in the backfield. Lined up in the pistol with O'Connor in the back, H back to the right. And they go cross, scissors action. They hand it off to O'Connor, who's able to get about 2 yards. So another nice play by the Broncos D. We got a late flag. It looks like it's going to be a late hit on one of the Valley Husker receivers who came in. And unnecessary roughness, block in the back. So that's going to move him back 15 yards. So instead of second and 6, we're going to go second and about 21. So after the last kick, you can expect Valley to do 1 of 2 things. Try and get it all back right here, or try and get a half of it back and go for it on 3rd down again. Lined up in the pistol, watch out for the scissors action. Try and get the linebackers flowing the wrong way. Looks like there's a timeout on the field. Chilliwack takes a timeout. Coach Atkinson will sit down and talk to Jansen about what they want to do on this play. We have not seen any throw to one of the wideouts on either team. Everything's been kept pretty much in between the hash marks. As I mentioned before, both quarterbacks right now are ranked 7th and 6th in the conference in passing efficiency. The running game for both teams has been the strength of their offenses all year long. In this situation, we would expect Coach Atkinson to kind of take the reins off and let Jansen go after it. But if he's still a little hesitant, we could be looking at a screen or a draw just to get a quick chunk play about 10, 12 yards and set up a more manageable 3rd down, especially with the kicking game the way it is right now. So we got Dagmore down here, split 1-on-1 on the bottom of your screen, I'd say. Jansen's in shotgun. Both running backs stay in, Mac protect. The Broncos come on a blitz, and right through the hands of the receiver. Jansen did a nice job of rolling away from the blitz, and we got incomplete pass, so it's going to be 3rd and about 21. And looks like the punt unit is coming on for Valley. It's a little bit too much yardage to try and get. It was a drop pass by the Valley receiver, but it still was pretty well covered. It would have only got about 6 or 7 yards, so Valley's looking to maybe throw another point. They got a man coming on and off the field, but it looks like their punt team's set. And it looks like they're going to go onside kick. So Broncos have got to be ready for this, and they are. They're able to corral it in. I think that was number 24, Michael Kalumi. Number 28, sorry, Xavier Tedford, who's made a couple plays so far. So smart play. Great idea by Valley to try and get the ball back there. They had 3-man motion out, snapped it to the up back, quick kick. Broncos were not coming on the block, so they had time to execute it. They got a pretty good bounce, but Tedford was on the ball. He was aware of what was going on. So they're going to line up in the I formation again. Cummings taking it under center. 2 tight ends to the right. Gregorchuk now, he gets a seam. He's able to get up the middle. Hits it outside the hash. He's near in midfield, and that is a great gain by Gregorchuk. Great run, about 40 yards on the play. Great blocking by the O-line. Great lead block by the fullback, number 42, Michael Lefebvre. Sealed it, and then he was able to cut back up inside and turn to the sideline and crosses midfield. Excellent run to start off that drive. Now this is where the Broncos have shot themselves in the foot a couple times, so hopefully they can sustain the momentum. The sideline is alive. They know they're in a game. They know they're playing for their playoff lives here. So let's see what the O-line's able to do. This time they go play action. Cummings gets back. It's going to be holding. The ball is dropped by the receiver, but it's coming back anyways. Holding by the O-line. I will not be reading out any O-line holding because the only time they get their name mentioned is when it's a penalty. And I'm not going to do that to those guys because they are the heart and soul of every single team. There's not one championship team at any level that does not have a good O-line. So holding by the O-line. So we're setting up here, 1st and 20 at the 49-yard line. Cummings in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the right. Running back motions out. They're going quick screen to Chris Finden, who makes one move, makes a man miss, and he is able to get 11 yards. So he gets a penalty yardage back and a little bit more. And now we're looking at a 2nd and 9, something a little more manageable. And just so you all know my thoughts on the O-line, I lived with 2 O-linemen for my 2nd and 3rd year at the University of Manitoba, and they took care of me on and off the field, so I got nothing but love for O-linemen. A thankless position. Looks like the referees are just having a little bit of time here to get ready, and Cummings back in the shotgun. They're looking at a quick screen again. This time it doesn't go, so Cummings is going to try and get it himself. Valley did a great job. That was number 5, Mushenza, who broke that play up. They were looking to hit Ethan Schnurch on the screen. Aiden Cummings is able to gain about 6 yards, and now we're looking at 3rd and 6. And let's see what Coach Vankenet has in his bag. He's doing the offensive play calling. I talked to him today. He said they were going to look at the screen game. Hopefully he's got something that he can take advantage of the middle of the field here, because Valley has done a great job of containing the sidelines. Cummings drops back. He is looking over the middle. He's going to tuck it and run, and he is going to fall up short. So on a 3rd and 6, he was able to get about 2.5 yards. got to appreciate the effort to try and get upfield. The pocket did collapse, and I know a lot of times when athletes such as Aiden, who aren't too familiar with playing quarterback, get in there, the minute that O-line or the D-line collapses the pocket, their eyes go down and they look to run instead of keeping their eyes upfield, because the minute they start running, the backers are reacting. So they're opening up lanes that the quarterbacks can take advantage of, and he'll learn that as time goes on. But we're back to Valley with the ball. Jansen in shotgun. O'Connor goes out. They're sticking to these short little plays by T.O.T. So he's just running quick stops at about 5 yards. This time he got pushed back a little bit, but 2nd and 5 for Valley. So let's see what they go with now. I'm not too sure who's in at running back, but it looks like we got O'Connor in there. So we can expect some sort of run or play action here by Jansen in 2nd and 5. Goes out. He's got the quick hitch on the wide or short side here to Ethan Porter, who's able to get upfield, and he gets about 12, 13 yards. So nice play. Kamloops was bailing out in a cover 3. Short side corner vacated a little bit too quickly. The short side half didn't quite get the jam that he needed to kind of give the corner some confidence that he could stay up. And so now we're looking at another first down by Valley. 3.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Got 2 backs in, trips receivers to the field side. And give to O'Connor. Good penetration by number 37, Maurice Onyemenu. But Connor was able to outrun him, cut back up inside. And we're looking at 2nd and 4 at the 43 of the Broncos. So with the time running down, it's imperative that the Broncos are able to get this stop, get the ball back, and have a little bit of momentum, even if it's just a drive with a couple first downs, take something into the field. They got to be impressed with how they played so far, especially defensively. They've had a couple nice runs by Gregorchik, but turnovers have been their killing point. Oh, nice. Broncos come on the blitz. Ball's loose. Ball's loose. Great play. It looks like he's able to fall on the ball, but what a play by the Broncos defense. Great call for a blitz on 2nd and 5. Comes off the strong side. Looks like that was Fimbo again. And Valley's able to recover, but they're looking at 2nd and 22. So good job by the D. The D has been excellent so far. They're flying around the field. They're a little bit undersized, but man, they play hard. This is my first game of the season. Didn't get to see too much in training camp, but I like what I'm seeing now. They got some athletes that are flying around there. And then, of course, we got Hubie, Cindy Kwabwabo back to return the punt. He is about 30 yards too deep. I would expect him to move up a little bit. And that ball lands at the 30. Hubie comes in, takes it. He's going to get a no yards penalty, but we'll look at what this first flag is. I'm not too sure if Valley moved. It looks like it's against the Broncos. Offside. We got a little skirmish happening down at the 30-yard line where Cindy Kwabwabo was brought down. But it will be Broncos ball. You would think the Huskers will decline the initial offside because they do not have their punter. That was a pretty good kick. Got them about 30 yards of field position change there. We'll see what these after whistle flags are all about. Refs are huddling up. We know one is going to be a no yards. That'll be the 5-yard penalty. But But these after whistle penalties can be backbreakers. Either coach can't be too impressed if it's on their guys. Oh, looks like I lied. Looks like the offense is coming back on. So offside Kamloops, no yards Valley. Objectionable conduct by both teams. So because of the two objectionable conducts and offsetting penalties all over the place, we're going to do this again. That was a pretty decent kick. We'll see if he can replicate that. Vanke should get, Coach Vanke should let Cindy Kawabo know that he's going to have to move up quite a bit. I don't see the ball traveling that far downfield. But we'll do it all over again. This time with about 2 minutes. High snap. Broncos are coming in and they just miss it. Cindy Kawabo comes in and fumbles it. Oh no. And he drops the ball. So valiant effort to try and catch it in the air, but he was lined up way too far back. I'm not too sure if Kamloops knows that the kicker's not in, but Cindy Kawabo made a good effort to try and get after it. I'm not too sure that there wasn't no yards, but it does not get called, so there is a fumble. Valley's got the ball. And I'm pretty unbiased. I did used to coach with the Broncos, but I also went to university with Coach Atkinson and Coach Reese. It was good to see them before the game, and so now Valley's got the ball back on the 32-yard line. Fake the pass, and great hit again by number 50. Oh, Costa Zanis all over the field. So they tried the play action. Costa did not bite. He was able to get a good hit in. Jansen's able to get the ball away. Doesn't take the sack, doesn't lose the yards. He was able to just throw it away over the middle, basically. So we're under 2 minutes here. We got time stopped. The ref will whistle it in, and then Jansen will get back after it on 2nd and 10. He's got O'Connor in the backfield. Trips to the right. Broncos are coming on a blitz again. They're able to get through, move Jansen off his spot, and he's able to throw it away again. But great job by the Broncos D to get Jansen off his spot. But we got a flag in the backfield, in the defensive backfield. If that's against Kamloops, we're looking at automatic first down for Valley. If it's holding or illegal contact. Offside Valley. Kamloops is going to decline that. And Valley is sending out the kicking unit again. Well, somebody's got to make a play here for either side. 1-0 is, it's a suspect score. We got 1:50 left. There's been some big plays on both sides of the field, but we're looking at Cindy Gabwabo probably trying, he's still lined up quite deep. He is in the end zone. I don't think there's any need for him to be in the end zone, but here we go. Kick is off. Okay, he moved up. This ball comes down, and he went through his hands again. I don't know if he's able to jump on it. Oh, and Valley's able to jump on the ball. Well, that's unfortunate. Again, Kamloops gets a stop, and the special teams is unable to secure the ball. And Valley's just marching down the field here on punts and fumbles and throwing interceptions and getting interceptions. So a lot of miscues that could be expected from a young team, but both teams are young, which may explain the score we got right now. But I feel for their Hubert of Kamloops. I've seen him. He's got a lot of talent. I hope he doesn't hang his head. He'll get it back. Jansen with the play action fake. He's got Tuoliti coming across the middle, who catches it, cuts back, stuck at about the 3-yard line, and Valley's going to have first and goal. And as good as Kamloops defense has been playing, they are getting no rest right now, which is gonna hurt them in the end, whether it's at the end of this half or in the third quarter, fourth quarter, in a tight game. So now we're going Jansen again in the backfield, hands off to O'Connor, cuts up the right side and bowls over for the touchdown. So we got our first touchdown of the game. O'Connor, and now we got flags flying. A lot of laundry out there. We'll see if this has the potential to take the score off the board or if it is strictly after the result. But nice run by O'Connor. Put his head down, able to get into the end zone. That's a positive for Valley to get on the board right before half. Couple miscues by Kamloops defensively, special teams, and offense, but they're playing hard. Coming off that game against Kelowna, you knew they were going to be ready to play, and the defense certainly has shown up. The touchdown's going to stay, so Kamloops will get the ball back with some time left. We'll see if Coach Vankenet has a 2-minute offense in. Looks like Valley's going to go for the 1. So unfortunate turn of events on special teams. I know the returner is very talented when he has that ball in his hands. He can make a lot of things happen, and maybe just a little overzealous, trying to do too much. You know, you're in a tight game. You've already coughed the ball up once, and you really are trying to redeem yourself, which is a wonderful trait to have in a young man, whether it's in football or in life. You know, you're trying to get it back. But didn't turn out positive this time, but I'm pretty sure we'll hear from him again this game with a big play. So we've got about 1:19 left. So Valley's going to kick off. We got Guizzo, and we have a new returner back there, Ethan Schnerich. And hopefully the Broncos can get some field position. So 8-0 Valley, who's looking for playoff seeding. I know Langley right now and Kelowna are at the top of the standings. Valley is at 3-3 in third, and VI is at 2-3. West Shore is at 1-4, and Kamloops is at 0-5. So the kick again comes to the sidelines, out of bounds. Nice work. So the Broncos will have the ball on the 45, I want to say. I could be wrong. I usually am, but no, it looks like they're going to have it on the 45-yard line. So we got about 55 yards to go here. Nope, 65. No, 55. Nope, 65. 65 yards for the touchdown. My math skills are a little bit off. But Kamloops is looking to answer any way possible. 1, 3, or 7. They will be kicking off to start the second half. So they're looking to score here. I'd like to see them put some air under the ball, especially to Findon down low here. He's got number 4, who's had a good game. Cheese But Findon is big, he is fast, and he has got a one-on-one situation. Oh, he's going to Guiso, just underthrown. Oh, they threw the flag. I'm not too sure if that play warranted a flag. Obviously, they'll take it. I myself played receiver, so I know that we want flags, but I don't see where the flag was on that one. The ball was underthrown to the inside. I didn't see any contact that warranted a flag, like I said, but they'll take it, and they are now at the 45. They were looking just to run an inside fade to Guiso there, and I think they're going to stay to the short side of the field with Findon and Guiso, 2 big receivers, both very talented. And they go, okay. Oh, great play. They ran Guiso on an out and up off the zone read. Ball was just sailed a little bit to the outside. But this should be their bread and butter on the short side of the field. I know Valley's DBs are quite good. There's a couple of them are looking to play U Sports next year. But with a quarterback who is a little bit shaky in there, you need to take these quick 6-yard, 7-yard hitch plays. Going to have a rub here by the receivers. Coming over the middle, nice ball. Aiden stood in there, took a hit, threw it over the middle, completes it to number 7, Ethan Longney. That was Aiden's best throw of the night. Stood in the pocket, took the hit, knew it was coming, and still delivered. And Ethan did a good job getting down and picking that ball up. So we got a minute left at the 29-yard line. The Broncos are threatening. And this is where you can really take advantage of the 2 big receivers who are down on the right here, number 85 and 21. They still have the opportunity to run. There's plenty of time left. They have timeouts left. And Aiden takes the snap out of shotgun. Looked for the quick out. Decided not to throw it. Smart play. And I think we might have holding on the O-line. So now they're at the 41. It's going to be first down again. So they do first down over with 35 seconds left. It looks like Valley's going to line up in a too high safety look again, just preventing against the big play. And if that's the case, that last play to Ethan Longney is going to be open again. It's a matter of if Aiden is able to get it. As you can see here. Okay, they're only going 1 high. They're dropping back 3. Great play again over the middle. Nicely done. That is going to be open with the receiver or with the DBs playing there. Ethan Schnurch is there. Nice play. Crossing plays in front of the linebacker to suck them up, and then another linebacker or another play in behind, and that's where you're going to be able to hood it. Good pass combination. Timeout by the Broncos. It's going to be second and short. Play does stop, or the clock does stop after each play. Running game is not out of the question yet, especially with the way Gregorchuk has been running. Get the first down. Get your new set of downs, and then look at attacking the linebackers again in the passing game. So Aiden's made a couple good throws here. Good to see. Turnovers have hurt the Broncos. They've played hard. They probably are winning the yardage battle right now against Valley. They haven't been able to get the ball out to the wideouts, but the middle of the field the last couple times has worked pretty good. We'll see if the O-line's able to give Aiden a clean pocket. But like I said, that running game is still there. And there's some room on the left side by 75 if they take it. Blitz coming. And tries to get it out to Findon. A little bit late, but I think we're going to have offside on Valley, who are coming with the blitz on 75 out there for the Broncos, who did a good job. That was Tyrone Crook, who held his water. And we got offside Valley. So there we go. Fresh set of downs. They're going to line up at about the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the Huskers' 15-yard line with time dwindling in the first half.
So 15-yard line. 25 seconds left. Kamloops has got to get out of here with points. This is a good momentum shifter going into the locker room. The kids can walk in there, get their head high, know that they're in a football game. Oh no, picked off on the quick out. That is a tough throw. Number 4, again, Chizda is brought down. Ah, man, I do not like that play call. There's a flag at the back. So that will negate a lot of the return. But the quick out in cover 2 with the corner squatting in the flat is not ideal.
There's unnecessary roughness after the turnover against the Huskers. It's going to set up a first and 10 Valley at.
So the cornerback squatting there. You have a safety over top of those 2 receivers. You have the outside linebacker bracketing inside, which leaves the middle of the field wide open. And that is how they got down on the last 2 pass plays. I don't know why they went away from it. Maybe getting a little overzealous, but the quick out down by the goal line usually does not turn out well, especially in that coverage that Valley's been playing. So that's a good job of coaching by the Valley DC. Excellent play by number 4, Chizda. I hope I'm saying that right, Chizda. And it kind of snuffs out the Kamloops Broncos drive. So 33 gets it. That is, if I remember correctly, Okoko. And he gets about 8 yards, 7 yards. And it looks like Valley's just going to run out the clock here. Head into the locker room with an 8-0 lead. So barring any penalties or any big plays, well, Valley is calling a timeout though. Atkinson has he's a pretty smart offensive mind. He's worked with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers during their training camps. He's OC'd for the University of Manitoba. He's worked with their receivers there. He runs Recruit Ready, which is quite a big, how do I explain this? Quite a big football factory in Winnipeg. They take a lot of kids down to the States in 7-on-7 tournaments, so he understands the passing game quite well. It's really good to see that the Broncos still have a lot of life on defense. They've been playing really hard, and unfortunately the offense hasn't put up any points for them to sustain a lead. So they're playing from behind 8-0. This should be the last play of the half. Number 8 comes in motion. Jansen drops back. Looks like they're going to take a shot. Throws a heck of a ball downfield. And that is broken up by number 27 on the Broncos, Brody Rogers. And that is the end of the half. So, we're going into halftime, 8-0 for the Huskers. If you got any comments or questions, feel free to send me a message and I'll try to answer them on air. You can catch me on Twitter at Austrian Métis or on Instagram, Mike Feistuber. Send me a message and we'll talk about it. All right. We'll see you for the second half. Thank you. Welcome back. We are about a minute and 45 seconds away from starting the second half. Valley deferred. They won the opening coin toss, so they will receive the ball. And they will be going left to right on your screen. So they will be going, oh, the wind has died down, so wind is not a factor anymore. There's some positives to take away from the Broncos, who were able to string a couple decent drives together, get some first downs. Valley's got to be impressed with how their defense was able to hold stuff. They're posting a shutout right now, which is a good sign. But the offense has got to get it going a little bit more. The Broncos defense is playing tough, led by number 50, Zanis, who's played an excellent half of football. A lot of tackles all over the field, making plays. They were able to limit them in the air. I think the only one who really did any damage on the Husker side was Tuioti, number 81 for Valley. Jansen has had some time but has missed. And when he has been able to set up in the pocket, as I mentioned before, Zanis has been in his face, has flushed him out, and on the run his passes have been off. For the Broncos, Aiden Cummings put together a pretty decent drive, but he's thrown 2 picks. One that kind of hurt them going into the second half here, where they had a chance to put some points on the board, get a little momentum. But they're only 1 score behind, so I'm pretty sure that the boys will come out ready to go. A couple fumbled punts really hurt them, the 2 picks. They had another fumble, so there's 5. They've turned the ball over 5 times. Valley has turned the ball over twice, once on downs and once on an interception. So there has been opportunities for both sides, but they haven't been able to capitalize. Heading back to receive the kick for Valley is Ryan Sutzer and Reese Bike. I think Valley will come out looking to establish the run again, and the more effective they are on that run, that'll open up some passing lanes for Jansen. Kamloops will look to pin them deep with this kick, hopefully get good coverage and try and get a quick 3 and out. So Pelzer will be kicking off for the Broncos, who are down 8-0. And I think if they lose this game, it might be tough to get into the playoffs. I think it might be mathematically eliminated. So hopefully the Broncos come out, play tough, get down there and cause a couple turnovers and put a couple balls in the end zone. So let's get ready for the second half. Pelzer kicks it short. Good call by coach, but it's picked up right away and dropped out at the 42-yard line. So smart play. I like it. Onside kick. Didn't quite get the height that they needed on that one. Pelzer throws the tee off, and he'll take his spot at safety besides Lobby, and the Broncos D will try to defend this end of the field. Again, no kicker for Valley, so if they're able to get them into third down situations, there's the opportunity to turn the ball over or possibly some poor kicking. But Jansen lines up in shotgun. He's got O'Connor behind him. Lone back set. And the give is to O'Connor, who heads up left side, gets about 4 yards, and sets up 2nd and 6. Atkinson has the play in based on the signal. I'm wondering if it's a swing or double crossers. So what's a Yankee? You give the baseball signal, so that could either be a running back swing or Yankee, which would have a shallow cross and a deep cross. And it is going to be a quick out tipped. Nice play by number 22, Cole Avery, for the Broncos. And that'll bring up third down and long, and the kicking situation for Valley. And we have another returner, Jack Bellafontaine, who is moving up. So they are giving the non-kicker for Valley a lot of respect. He's lined up about 45 yards deep, and the Broncos are coming full speed. One hop taken by Bellefontaine, who tries to cut right up in the middle and is hit hard by the Valley punt team by number 26 or 28, Andrew Locke. Nice tackle by Andrew Locke. Bellefontaine gets it up to about the 38-yard line, and the Broncos will start with their first possession of the second half from the 38-yard line. So that last drive showed the Broncos that there were some holes over the middle of the field, lined up in that kind of, not prevent, but they're umbrella coveraging, not letting anything get deep, especially with these big young receivers that the Broncos have. They're lined up now with the tight end I-backs, which was successful for them in the first, and they give it to Grigorchuk, and he is hit right at the line of scrimmage by number 90, Jonah Siciliano. Nice play by Jonah. Gain of 1, maybe 2 yards. Brings up 2nd and 8 for the Broncos. So they're not getting away from the run game yet. It's still a 1-score game with the 2-point. They're lined up in the I-back. You're going to think, as I talked to Coach Vanke at the start, he said there's nothing to lose here. So you got to think there's going to be some times where they're going on third down. This one is a screen pass. Nice move by Findon to get outside. Jumps by another tackler and is able to pick up about 20 yards on the screen play. We got a Husker down, unfortunately. But great play by Findon. Nice blocking by the receivers out there. Findon with a little stop-start move and is able to get 20 yards. He used to be a track athlete out on the island. I think he played with VI for a year or two and then decided to come up here to Kamloops, get some more playing time, and he's a big kid, fast. And number 2, Jordan Ferry for Valley is down on the field. So both teams will take a knee, and hopefully Jordan is okay. You never like to see a kid go down. Looks like it could be an ankle or a knee. His teammates are coming to help him off. The crowd gives him a little ovation too, and he's walking off under his own power, which is a good sign. All right, that is good news for Jordan and his family. Jordan Ferry, one of the starting DBs, so they're going to have a backup in there. Let's see if the Broncos can take advantage of that. And unfortunately, that is the way the game is played. When next man up, you want to try and take advantage of that. And looks like number 14, Adamo Ursilioli, is in. Some of these names, I'm not doing a very good job. So back under center and I-back formation with the tight end. Pass again to Grigorchuk. And he is down at about the 42-yard line, 43-yard line. Sorry, 47 or 48. And it's going to be 2nd and about 8. Looks like, and we'll see if they, looks like they're going to stay in the I formation. If that's the case, keep an eye out for the receiver screen again, or maybe a slip screen where they fake the screen to Findon or the wide out and the slot back slips right up the sideline. And they're going deep. They got a man open. There it is. Nice. Great throw by Cummings. And that is caught by Colton Michael, I believe. Yeah. The 16-year-old kid from Westside. gets about 38 yards on that play. Nice passing catch by the Broncos to set up a 1st and goal. So let's see if they learned a lesson last time they were in the red zone. Let's see if they give Grigorchuk a chance to bust it in. They stay in the I formation. And they go to the ground, and Grigorchuk is able to get up to about the 2 or 3 yard line. He's still on his feet, and he's down at the 1 yard line. Great push by the O-line. Another excellent block by Lefebvre. Number 42, the fullback. So gain of about 6, and we're going to have 2nd and goal from the 1. Now you got an athlete in there at quarterback. The quarterback-center exchange is tough. Let's see if they just stick with the sneak and try and punch it in, or if they get the ball back to Grigorchuk again. Broncos walk up to the line, looking like a silent snap. And we got a flag on the play. Offside, Kamloops. So they tried to go silent snap, and it did not work. Great play by Valley to keep him out because he did not get in. But this is going to bring up, I would expect Coach Reese to push him back. He does. You got 2nd and 6, so the playbook's able to open up a little bit. There's nothing wrong with taking 2 cracks at it with Grigorchuk here again. You might want to keep the ball in that kid's hands. Like I said earlier, he's had 1 good run. He's one of the top running backs in the league. You have a quarterback who's driving the team down the field a couple times here. And points on the board will do nothing but boost the confidence for this entire team. So they're going to line up an I formation again. Cummings moves Guizzo to the short side of the field with Finden. And they're going bootleg. Cummins moves up and just throws it across over the middle. So that's going to bring up 3rd and goal. And it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field. So 3rd and goal from the 6 yard line. The Broncos have put in 5 receivers, looking to capitalize on the great pitch and catch from Cummins to Michael. So we're lined up in ace back. We got 4 receivers down to the left. We got isolation top to Finden. And Cummins is flushed out of the pocket. He's going to try and throw it. Just can't hit his receiver. Number 17 again, Colton Michael. So great job. The Broncos went to bootleg to the right. Good play by the left defensive end of Huskers to flush him back in. Forced him up the middle. The backers were able to flow, shut that off, and he had to try a cross-body pass. On the left side of the end zone, it just fell out of the receiver's reach. So, nice drive, pin him deep. The defense has been playing well, so why not? Hopefully you can keep him down at this end of the field. So, we're looking, we got Okoko Chomseng in the backfield, ace back with Jansen. Broncos are coming on the blitz, trying to run out to the left. Gets 1 block and is able to pick up quite a bit of yardage and breaks a tackle and heads up to the 20 yard line. Nice 1st down run by Okoko Chomseng. 14 yards on the carry. Quick pitch to the right side. O-line did a great job. They ran away from the blitz. And now we have a new set of downs from the 20. So Jansen lines up with Okoko Chomseng with him again. And we're going up the middle. Number 50 is there again. And he stops the play, lets his boys rally around. Great job by Costa Zanis. And so we're looking at 2nd and 7. Huskers did a good job of bringing Teote in motion inside to try and pick up another one of the O linemen or D linemen, get the O lineman second level, but Costa Zanis put a wrench in those plans and was able to bust through and make contact in the backfield. So 2nd and let's call it 8 with Jansen and Chomsing in the backfield. Jansen drops back and he's got a quick hitter again, but great job by the Broncos defense to make sure that play does not go anywhere near the first down. And so now we got 3rd and 3, let's call it, and it looks like the Huskers are switching personnel and will punt. So Bellefontaine is back deep again for the Broncos. There's a snap, good snap. Broncos come in short again. Better get there, and it's out of bounds at the 49 of the Valley Huskers. So the Broncos will start with decent field position again on the Huskers side of the field. The kicking game is not ideal today for Valley. Coach Reese said that kicker was out for the game. Hamstring injury, I believe, is what he said. And it's turned this game into one of field position. So Broncos need to capitalize here. They're going to go in the I-backs. They have most success there with the tight end to the right. 2 receivers off the line to the right side. And again, straight up the middle to Gregorchuk, and he fights his way to about the 45-yard line. Gain of 4. They're going to mark him at the 46, so gain of 3 brings up 2nd and 7. We're hoping, from my angle anyway, that they're setting up a play action here because these I-backs have the linebackers coming downhill. And if they're able to get a little play action, suck those backers up, they can take advantage of some green in front of the safety. And there should be a big chunk of yardage. So let's take a look if they do play action to Guiso, number 21, up at the top. There is a run again, and they are all over that. That's number 6, Tyson Spence. Great play from the D-line position. And they actually lost a yard there. So, he gained 1. So now it's going to be 3rd and 6. And the Broncos are going to go for it again. Why not? And now they're going back to 5 receivers. And hopefully they can take advantage of some of the size mismatches out there. They got to give Cummings time in the pocket. Let's see how the O-line does there. You have a tight end and 2 receivers up top. Cummins has got time, throws over the middle, just misses number 7, Ethan Longley. He had him. Great play call. It just missed. Really great job right there by Abe Fimbo, the middle linebacker from Kamloops, running out to the field and patting Cummings and letting him know that, hey, defense is going to be there for him. Cummins put in a tough position. He's a natural wide receiver, but good teammate when called upon. He pops in there and is able to play. So they've suffered some injuries at the quarterback position, unfortunately, but Cummins is doing a good job. O'Connor trying to string it out. Another great job by the Broncos stringing that out. That was Abe Fimbo again. He was able to break through and make Connor turn upfield. So these 2 linebackers for the Broncos, Costa Zanis and Abe Fimbo, are really impressive tonight. O'Connor's a big kid, good runner, especially when he gets downhill. But right now the Broncos are stringing them out side to side, and the running backs don't have the speed to turn that corner. So we're 2nd and 11. Ace back formation again. 3 receivers down to the right. Broncos show blitz and are coming outside. Nice pass by Jansen. And that is the talent right there that Coach Atkinson was talking about. Great ball, recognized the blitz, sees the coverage. And that's Tuioti again with, I believe, his 4th catch. Leading receiver for both sides tonight. Gets the first down. Excellent strike there by Jansen. Good job recognizing the blitz and not bailing out, just sitting in the pocket. And nice ball. So 2nd and long, Valley's able to convert. And now they're on the Broncos side of the field. First down from the 51-yard line. And now Okoko Chomsing is in the backfield. You got quad receivers up to the left. Jansen moves Chomsing, and they're looking for a quick dump to the running back. He's there, he gets it. But also number 5 is on it right away. Avery Dunster with a nice play. Minimal gain of about 4, but now that they're on Broncos side of the field without a kicker, there's a pretty good chance this is now 3-down territory for them. So good chunky yards. Sets up 2nd and 6. Another nice blitz by the Kamloops Broncos. And linebacker was trailing Chomsing, but he's able to get in there and make the tackle. Jansen takes a snap out of shotgun, drops back. Quick hitch out to number 16. Ethan Porter, nice catch, and he turned it outside and is able to get another first down. So gain of about 10 yards. And so first down again. So Valley is putting together a nice little drive. They started back at the 40, I believe. And they're moving up the field, a couple first downs here. Okoko Chomsing in the backfield. Oh, Costazanis misses the tackle in the backfield. He did a great job to get through, but just was unable to wrap up. That's a gain of about 14 yards for Okoko Chomsing. Costazanis not happy with himself, but really nice play to get in there, but Chomsing's got some thick legs on him and was able to break through that arm tackle. Just had his head on the wrong side of the back. So I lied. That wasn't 14 yards. That was about 8 yards. And now we got 2nd down. 2nd and a short one. Okoko Chomsing lone back, and the Broncos go offside. Pinning their ears back, trying to make a play, and just a little bit too early. So first down given to Valley on the penalty. And they're going to have first down at the 25-yard line. Jansen in the shotgun with Chomsing back there. Looks like this is his drive. High snap. Jansen brings it down. Play action and just throws it behind the receiver, number 8, Dylan Minocha, who, when I talked to Coach Reese, said that he was their number 1 receiver. But was unable to reel that one in. Just a little bit behind. The high snap may have messed up the timing for Jansen, who couldn't get his feet right. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Got 3 receivers down to the right. Man coverage for the Broncos. They're sending an outside linebacker blitz. They're able to get through, but they pick on the linebacker and are able to get up. Oh, fumble. Ball's out, but it is being called down. Number 3 throws it. I'm surprised that's not a penalty. But it's going to be 1st and goal, Valley from the 5.
Possession, 1st and goal, Huskers from the Broncos 6-yard line.
Was that 8? Okay, Dylan Minocha with the catch and run good for 20 yards. And now we got first and goal from the 6-yard line. Coco Chomsing stays in the backfield with Jansen. The Valley receiver goes in motion. Quick handoff out right. Tries to cut back up in the middle. But stopped by Bear Akachuk of the Kamloops Broncos. Nice play. Stay in his lane and make the tackle on the cutback. So we're looking at a 2-yard gain, possibly. And Jansen will be in there. They got 2 balanced receivers, 2 in the backfield. 28 lined up to the left of Jansen. Probably going to stay in and lead block. Chomsing is in for the touchdown. Nice blocking up front. By the Valley Huskers O-line. Coco Chomsing gets into the end zone. Nice bit of running on that drive by the powerful young back. Had a good week of practice. Coach Reese said he was going to split time with O'Connor, so we got a little 2-headed monster in the backfield for Valley. And that gives them a little more breathing room just at the end of the third quarter. Reese Wyke is in for the point after attempt. The kicking game has been adventurous, to say the least, for Valley. And it looks like Kamloops is going to go into the fourth quarter 2 scores down. And we're going to have a delay of game. So the adventures continue on the special teams.
If it's outside the 3-minute warning, if it's in the 3-minute warning, it's lost a down, unless on third down, it's 10 yards.
It's a beautiful night here. Good night for football. The fans came out, show their support. It's 12 degrees right now. Very little wind. The Broncos will be going left to right. So I'm going to say they'll be going towards the south end of the stadium. The kick is up and it's good. Nice boot by Wyke. And now we're at 15-0 to end the third quarter. So at the end of the third here in Kamloops on a Saturday night, it is 15 for the Valley Huskers and no score yet for the Broncos. We'll be back in just 1 second. All right, and we're back. Wyke is about to kick off for Valley. It's a 2-score game right now for Valley. Looking to improve their position in the standings right now. And the kick is off, and Guizo is able to pull it in at about the 20-yard line. He cuts through and gets up to the 32-yard line is where the Broncos will start this drive. So it's the start of the fourth. No need to abandon the run yet, especially with the way the passing game is going. But time is not on the Broncos' side. The defense has played outstanding. They've limited Valley to a couple scores, which is pretty impressive considering there's been 6 turnovers now. 2 on downs, 2 fumbled punts, and 2 interceptions. We're going tight end to the left, 5 receiver set. Cummings in the shotgun. And a quick little shift pass to Guizo, and it is swallowed up by number 30 that looked like Ofushene linebacker who Bobby Reese has told me thinks is the favorite for Rookie of the Year. First time we've called his name, but it's a big one. Makes it 2nd and 14. Takes down Guizo in his first game back from being at the University of Ottawa. He has returned. There was a mix-up, and so he's back wearing the Bronco blue. And the blitz is going to come off the edge by number 5. The throw is there, and it is caught. Oh, they're calling no catch. Looked like it was good, but that'll send out the punt unit. Great blitz by number 5, Mushenza from his DB position. Strong side half. Got in the face of Cummings. Didn't allow him to set up. Cummings saw it a little bit late. The running back didn't pick it up either, and he was forced to throw a little bit quicker than he liked to. Took the hit, and the ball was a little behind Colton. Looks like Valley's going to bring everybody on this punt. The snaps have been inconsistent today. This is a good one, and the kick is up, and it's a decent kick to the left. And it is going to run out of bounds at about the 53-yard line, which is where Valley will take over, with 13 minutes left in the 4th. After this, Valley has a bye, and then they are going to play VI, I believe. Kamloops has Langley and West Shore left. Langley's been outstanding this year. Langley and Kelowna are at the top of the standings, which is, I don't want to say usual. West Shore's been up there, Valley's been up there, but I mean, it's not a surprise to see Langley and Kelowna up top. Bunch receiver formation to the right, quick screen coming to the receiver, and he fumbles it, but is able to get it back. And the flag is down. Nice tackle by the Broncos. That might be illegal contact. It's the only thing I can think of right now is the receivers engaged a little too early with the DBs before the ball was caught. Or it could be holding. But on those quick screens, you can't engage with the DB downfield unless the receiver has the ball. So we got holding. And that takes a nice little gain back from Valley. Decent formation, good play, get the quarterback a little bit of confidence. He hasn't completed too many passes today. We're back to the 48, 1st and 20. Oh, the ref, we got some people up at the booth complaining about another yard, and they got their yard, and they are happy about it. But they're spotting, they're doing the stats. They got to have everything pinpoint accurate, just like a bunch of accountants up there. All right, so 1st and 20 from the 47-yard line. Jansen drops back from the shotgun. He's going to throw one up, and that ball is out of bounds. Nice track on the ball by number 3, Paul Owalabi. And unfortunately, the receiver is down. But great play by Owalabi. He turned his hips and he ran. No catch. Receiver's up. He's all right. And so that's going to bring up 2nd and 20.
Pass incomplete, 2nd and 20, Huskers.
Broncos are looking to get a stop here. Still plenty of time, over 12 minutes left. If they can get a stop, get the ball back, put some points on the board, things are looking up. So Jansen with the draw, but snuffed out by the Broncos. Great play again That time by number 99, Carter Innes, and our boy, Costa Zanis, number 50. 50 in the program, number 1 in our hearts. He's making a lot of plays out here. So the Broncos will get the ball back. Hopefully these receivers and punt returners are learning that the kicks aren't going that far downfield. Bellefontaine's going to have to move up a little bit here. Huskers are going in full protect. Nice kick. Bellefontaine catches it at the 27-yard line. He gets upfield past the 37 to about the 38-yard line. Decent little return of 11 yards, and the Broncos will start near the 40. 11 minutes left. So they're going to need some sort of drive here. So I think right about now it's time to for them to empty the playbook. If they have any type of trickery, let's bring it out. But it's time to do whatever it takes to get some yards. So they got a new running back in there. Oh no, it's still Gregorchuk. He's back in there. And now they go fake. And they're going for the fade. And they had, Michael's looking for the penalty. Not a bad toss, a little more air under that. Let Michael run under it. I think he'd be still running. But a good job faking the jet sweep, single coverage, just a little bit overthrown. But I like the aggressiveness, brings up 2nd and 10. And we're going to have 3 receivers down to the bottom, 1 back. O-line sets up, got motion from the top receivers. And this time we're going to get a PI. Looking for Guizzo on the corner. Unfortunately, the ball was thrown inside, and this actually could go either way. I don't know if it's offense or defense, and it is on defense. So, nice work. Throw the ball up. You can get a reception. You can get a PI call. I know we can get a incomplete or an interception, but at this point, you got to try and throw it up and let your playmakers make plays. And Guizzo is a heck of a player. Just got to get the ball in his hands. They got a lot of playmakers out here. All right, first down at the 54-yard line. They're going again. Oh, nice try. Going for Findon. Led him a little bit too much. He got past the initial coverage. Safety came over. And I like the idea, but you got to throw that ball back shoulder. Let the receiver make a play. Findon's got the size. He's got the athletic ability. Throw back shoulder, and you got this. In the shotgun, Cummings takes the snap. They got the blitz. Nice little quick throw. Number 7 with another catch, Ethan Longney. And that's going to bring up 3rd and about 3. And I'm guessing that the offense is going to stay on the field, especially the way the defense is playing. And they're in need of some points, some sort of momentum. Looks like a little bit of miscommunication getting the play in. Not too sure where we're at with the play clock, but the Broncos are going to have to rush this one. Hopefully they get it off before the time count. Ace back, 3 receivers to the top. Shotgun for Cummings, gets the snap off. Throws it, nice. That is PI, he was grabbing him all day. So Jordan Chisda with the PI, Findon gets the call, and this is going to bring a new set of downs.
And another pass interference call sets up first set of downs. First down, Broncos.
Yep, they've given 33 yards on this drive.
And starting this set of downs at the Valley Huskers.
So, from the 46-yard line, the Broncos have a new set of downs. 9 minutes remain. Looks like they're going to stay in the 5-receiver set. And he's going to throw it up. Oh, and there was some incidental contact. Guizo had a step. The ball drifted out of bounds.
Tripped up. Incomplete pass. Second and 10, Broncos.
And they keep going after number 11, but number 11 has played a heck of a game, Chavis Spencer. He's not getting beat. He's there on every single ball. He's not biting on any moves and is in perfect coverage. So the quarterback's forced to throw a tough ball, and it's just drifting out of bounds on him. So now he lines up in the shotgun again, and he's going deep to Findon, who is not able to haul that one in.
Coverage by number 4, Jimmy Chisda.
And they're looking for a call.
In and out of the hands.
And the back shoulder there is there. But it's a tough play. With an inexperienced quarterback, you got to get the timing right. And he's throwing the ball about 10 yards too far downfield. If he drops it at Findon's back shoulder when he gets even with the DB, that play's open. But like I said, it's pretty tough. All right, so we got 3rd and 10. We're looking for a big completion or potentially a PI. Keep this drive going. Guizo in motion at the bottom of the screen. Findon goes out. Flush Cummings out of the pocket. He's got a lane. He's got to get to the first down marker, and he does. Well done. Good job by Mr. Cummins. So he picks up 13 on that. The Huskers blitzed. He was flushed out of the pocket, but there was no contain on the left side of the Valley Huskers D-line. Receivers ran everybody off. With Cummins being an athlete, he was able to outrun the linebackers, and now we got a new set of downs. So, 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Just under 8 minutes left, staying in the ace formation. The O-line has done a good job pass blocking. And now they go to Gregorchuk, and he's able to pick up about 3 yards. And that's a good play call. You know you're in 3-down territory. The defense is expecting you to pass. The O-line, believe it or not, does not like pass blocking all the time because the D-line just gets a free run. So now they get to put a little punishment on the D-line themselves. Gets them to feel a little bit more into the game, and now you keep the defense guessing. So 2nd and 7. Ace back formation, blitz is coming, and the ball is thrown just a little low. The blitz is coming, linebacker went right through the running back, got into Cummings' face, and this is going to bring up 3rd down. So Gregorchuk is a really good runner. I like the way he handles the ball. I like the way he carries himself. I think for him to get to the next step, next level, he'll have to up his pass block a little bit. Didn't recognize that as fast as he should have or step into him. And there was able to get into the quarterback's face, which caused the missed throw. So we're 3rd and 7 from the Valley 30-yard line. 5 receivers, low snap, fumbles it, and he just has to throw it away. But his knee was down when he grabbed the ball. So it is a sack. It is a turnover on downs. And Valley will take over at the 35-yard line. So another decent drive by Kamloops, but it comes away with no points. And that is not the way to victory. Okay. Yeah. So I wasn't unable to talk to Coach Vanke about the quarterback situation. I'm not too sure what happened to Matt Wilson, if he's hurt. I don't see him on the roster right now, but he was a University of Calgary recruit and came in highly touted. But Cummings has stepped up and played admirably in his position. They go play action here, and T.O.T. again with another catch, but nice tackle there by Cole Avery in the flats. He was able to get off his receiver and bring him down after a gain of about 1. Again, good play by the Broncos D. Brings up 2nd and 9.5, let's call it. Jansen's going to be in the shotgun with O'Connor again behind him. And it looks like the receiver was offside, but great job. Oh, causes the fumble. What? Oh, why is that a flag? Oh. That is unfortunate. Great play there by Simon Hum, who gets through, strips the ball. The ball fumbles around back to the 5, but it's going to come back. They're going to call interference, I think, on the fumble because he pushed. I don't know. I've never seen this called before. So we'll see. They're going to call it dead, but it's going to be a first down. So the ball gets back. It's a fumble. No one recovered it at where they're at, but I guess they're saying that the quarterback would have recovered it. I'm not too sure. So anyways, first down. Yeah. And the sticks move back. So 1st and 10 after a loss of 20 yards. So O'Connor in the backfield. Jansen in the shotgun. And they are going to run the ball with O'Connor, who comes up the middle and gets a nice chunk gain there, about 6 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5. And this is doing two things for Valley. It's slowing the game down, and it is making these second downs a little more manageable. When you're up 2 scores with about 5 minutes left, it gives you a little more leeway to run the ball, especially this deep down in your own end. Broncos are coming with a blitz. There is another drop ball by T.O.T., but it might be offside on the Broncos. It's offside Valley. So it's going to be brought back. Oh, they're going to decline it. And now we're looking at 3rd and 5. All right, so punting unit's back on. Punt return team looking for something big to happen here. Jack Bellefontaine has taken over the punt return duties. He's lined up at his 40-yard line. Probably could move up at least 5 yards. And it's a low snap. And it is, and now we got a flag. It is going to be roughing the kicker. It is going to be a 15-yard penalty. And that is on Costazanis. And that's going to give Valley a new set of downs. So they were bringing the house, trying to get that quick turnover on the punt block. And it looked like it was going to work out. Low snap, rolled back to the punter, but he was able to get it off. And there was contacting the kicker, but I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. Either way, contacting or roughing, it's going to be a new set of downs. Unless they pick the flag up. Yeah.
Roughing the kicker call against Broncos. Got no yards against the Huskers.
So first down, Valley from the 31-yard line.
Haynes possession and first set of downs. First and 10 Huskers at their 31-yard line.
4 minutes and 15 seconds left. Good stand again by the Broncos defense, but the special teams kind of hurt them on that play again. The special teams have hurt them on more than one occasion tonight. Kostazanis comes in on the blitz, and they give it off to Coco Chomsing, and he is able to get pretty close to the first down yardage. Gain of 9. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Coco Chomsing gets up limping a little bit, but I think they're going to lean on their two big backs here for the rest of the game and get this. They're just waiting for the time to run out. Yeah, Coco Chomsing is down, so O'Connor comes back in. Coco Chomsing's getting helped off the field by the trainers. Put them in pretty good position at 2nd and 1.
Chomsing making his way to the sidelines. 2nd and 1 Huskers at their 39-yard line.
They're going to line up in quads to the left, sticking in the one back ace formation with Jansen in the shotgun. Bring a receiver over. And that is going to be, well, both sides jumped and the refs didn't throw the flag for a little bit. But they finally got it. And who is it going to be against? So was Kamloops drawn? And it looks like they may have been. But I've been wrong many times tonight, so... No, Kamloops broke across, and that forced the Valley Husker line to move, and so it's going to be a brand new set of downs. So penalties and turnovers have not been the friends of the Kamloops Broncos tonight. They've played well against the third-place team in the division.
First and 10 Valley from their own 45-yard line.
But they need the ball. They got to cause a fumble here because I think it's going to stay on the ground. So if they can get a hand in there, punch it out, pick something up, and they're throwing it. And that was risky. It almost was picked off by number 28, Xavier Tudford. If he just had his head up, he's able to secure that ball, and Kamloops has even more life. Questionable decision to throw the ball there. Especially with the completion percentage of the quarterback, which hasn't been too high. He's thrown a pick. Now they're lining up, same formation as last. And they're going to throw the ball again. Blitz is coming. They get a piece of him. And the quarterback, there's nobody there. So he was able to come up in the pocket, but there's no one within 20 yards. I'm not too sure how that is not intentional grounding. I understand he got it past the line of scrimmage, but there's nobody even close. And now they're talking about it. I hope they're talking about potentially throwing the flag, but I guess they saw something that we did not. So, still third down. I would call the dogs off here unless you got something special for the punt block, but let's try and get a return, try and get a couple deep shots, a couple PIs, who knows. But they need some big plays. In order to make those plays, they need the ball back. And they are coming again. And the punter gets a low line drive off. Bellefontaine is able to corral it at about the 22-yard line, makes one move, and is down at the 30. So about a 4-yard gain. That wasn't the 22, it was the 26. So about a 4-yard return. Got 2 minutes and 26 seconds left to put a couple touchdowns. They're going to have to go big play, big play, big play. And they have the athletes that can do it. Cummins has got to have a little bit of faith in his boys, let them make a play. He doesn't have to drop it in the bucket all the time. He's got some big receivers in Michael, in Finnan, and in Guizo. So let's see what he's got. They're coming with the edge blitz again. Completes the pass up to the 40, and the receiver is able to get out of bounds at the 42, and there's going to be a 15-yard penalty for unnecessary roughness. So it looks like Guizo made that play. Number 21. 12-yard play on the reception, or 10-yard, plus the 15 yards on the penalty. That will get them past midfield. And now we're at the 53-yard line, 1st and 10. And if any fans deserve to see a spectacular ending, it's these Kamloops fans. I can hear them down there still stomping, making lots of noise. Gotta love to see the fan support in the community here at Kamloops. Okay, here we go. And does not complete that. Faked the screen and went looking for Findon, and just put it out of his reach again. So we're going to get 2nd down and 10. They look like they have a decent idea of what they want to do. They're just unable to connect. Some of the balls are a little too far inside, a little too far outside. And the big receivers of Kamloops haven't been able to make a play on some of these balls. So 2nd and 10 from the 53. Michael goes in motion. Cummings gets out of the pocket, able to run up the middle, and the ball comes out, and it is recovered by the Valley Huskers. So that will be turnover number 7 for Kamloops. Aiden was just trying to make a play, fight for a couple extra yards. The ball popped out. Valley is on it, and they could have potentially sealed the victory on that play right there. 1 or 2 first downs, and I think that will be it. So we'll see what Coach Atkinson dials up. Last series he went pass, and we'll see if they stick it to the ground. And they're going pass again. So quick hitch out here to number 3, Mora. And he's able to move his way up to about the 50-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd and 4. So they're trying to get this young quarterback some confidence, which is smart. I know I said it wasn't the best idea, but I don't think they're playing just for this win. I think they're playing looking to go deep in the playoffs, and they're going to need a confident young quarterback to do that. So some completions here at the end of the game, seal the victory. We'll do just that. Now they go quick pitch out to number 22, who is able to get up to the first down, and that is Colton Nadotiafaco.
Picks up three, just shy of first down. Third down and 1.
And they're going to mark him shy of the first down, so they are looking at third and about 2 feet. I haven't seen the quarterback go under center yet today, and he is not. So opportunity here to get in the backfield, make a play. Time to get through every single gap you see and go. Broncos come in and they meet him in the backfield, but he's able to fall forward for about 3 or 4 yards. And that is a first down. Chilliwack's looking for a penalty. And we're looking at a minute left here. Got a Bronco down, but he's able to get back up. And
Spot ball at the Kamloops 54-yard line, first and 10 Valley.
unless we have a turnover and a return here, I think Valley's going to move on. That'll put them over 500, 4-3. I think this is Coach Reese's 3rd or 4th season with Valley. He was brought in from the University of Manitoba. He was running recruit ready with Coach Atkinson at Manitoba. Coach Reese won a Vanier Cup, which is the national championship for youth sports with the Bisons. He played junior in Abbotsford. Coach Atkinson played Abbotsford with Surrey. They became really fast friends out at University of Manitoba. Used to hang out with those guys. I think I was in my last year, and it was their first year. Good kids. Blair was my receiver, and I had a really good time playing with him. Smart kid. Set a bunch of records in the junior level before he went on to University of Manitoba. Blair, like I said, Bobby played for Abbotsford Air Force, and I guess the Chilliwack or Valley Huskers are kind of like the de facto Abbotsford Air Force. They've really turned things around since Coach Reese has got there. They've made over the team, they've made over the look, they've made over the attitude. They have a lot of good coaches. They have a lot of good guest coaches come in at their training camps. And Coach Reese and the board of directors, I was talking with Coach Reese today, he spoke very highly about the board of directors that Valley has in right now. They're looking at building a program that can compete with Okanagan and Langley. A couple years back, they had a couple recruits from the University of Manitoba. Brandon Poulin was one of them. I forget who the other receiver was and a quarterback, and they ran a very prolific offense, and they made a lot of noise in the league. And they're looking to get that going again. They have a young team. I know the local high school down there, I think it's G.W. Graham, has moved up to AAA. They're coached by actually another former teammate of mine at University of Manitoba, Luke Atchison, who's done a great job with that program. Last I looked, they were undefeated. And they work really closely with the Valley Huskers, so it's good to see that high school to junior relationship flourishing. I know that is what the goal is at South Cam right now with Coach J.P. Lancaster, Coach Brad Yamoka, who is a former head coach of the Broncos. Kamloops minor football program is rejuvenated. They have a lot of good members of the community working with them. There are a couple more local recruits who are playing with the Kamloops Broncos, such as Rabble, such as Tedford, and they're just looking to be a young team that grows and can challenge for playoff positioning. Sometimes it takes a while, and sometimes there's some bumps along the way, but I know Coach Vanknet has a very positive attitude. He's young. He's setting down roots in the community. He's done excellent work in the community. He had a blood drive that he conducted earlier this year and last year. Brings awareness about the football program and other issues. And the kids really enjoy playing for him. And I know the Kamloops Broncos have a new board of directors in the last 2 or 3 years. And their focus is to make football big in Kamloops again. Growing up myself, I would literally listen to the Westside Blue Wave play the Kamloops Red Devils for the Wendy's Cup. And you had players like Brad Yamoka, who went on to play in the CFL for years, Kent and Justin Ring, who played in the CFL for years, Brandon Thompson for Westside, Stephen Reed, who played in the CFL for years. That's when football was really at its heights, and you know, it's changed a little bit. Basketball is now the #1 sport here, I would say, in Kamloops, with Kelly Olnick making the NBA, which is an amazing accomplishment. A lot of kids see that. There's a lot of good basketball players coming out, but what they don't realize is that Kelly also played football. He was a quarterback at South Cam, and you know, you can do both. And there's opportunities to excel in both. And it's just good to see the fans continue to support, the community to support. It's good to see these kids back on the field with everything that's been going on in the world. And, you know, just to see young kids be able to play is fantastic. It would have been really tough if there was another season that was taken away from them. So it's great to see them out here competing again. And, you know, I bet you every single one of these kids on both sides of the field had dreams of playing pro or university, and what they're doing is pursuing that dream. And to watch a bunch of young men or young people, whether it's men or women or whoever, pursue any dream is a wonderful, wonderful thing. So I'm glad that I was able to come out here and be a part of this with you all listening. The Huskers just looked like they put another one on the board. Sorry, I was rambling there, but looks like it's being taken off. Might have been out. So we're looking at first down from the 24. 20 seconds left. And I think Valley will still try and put some points on the board because it's going to play a part in their seeding. They're neck and neck with a couple of the island teams there and get some of their young guys some carries. But I'd like to say that was a really good effort by the Broncos defense. Some tough penalties, some tough turnovers. It looks like the playoffs are not going to be in the future for the Broncos this year, but with the foundation that they've set, they're definitely going to compete for one next year. And that will be the final snap of the game. Jansen's going back. He's throwing up a deep ball, and it's going to fall incomplete. So the final score on this beautiful Saturday in Kamloops is 15 for the Valley Huskers, no score for the Broncos. Turnovers really came back to hurt Kamloops, but there were some bright spots, some nice runs by Gregachuk. Overall, a great game played by Kostas Zanis and Abe Fimbo, and yeah, so try again next time. Have a wonderful Sunday. Have a wonderful Saturday evening. And thanks for letting me be here. Take care.